We're predicting the AFC West. Here it is. Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers, and Broncos are the teams. I have a coin, as always, a dime this time. Heads and tails. Call it in the air. Here it is.
Heads.
It is tails.
Oh, I lost. No.
I win. That's right. Okay. So first of all, I'm gonna go last place all the way up to first place, and the last place is obvious. It's the Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders. They're very much too young still. Offensive line has a lot of questions. They've gotten better for sure with Tyler Linderbaum. A bunch of rookies. Ashton Genty will probably have a better season for sure. They have a quarterback now with Fernando Mendoza and a buffer with Kirk Cousins. The defense, though, still is very bad. Very bad. Mm-hmm. Emphasis on the very bad. Mm-hmm. Max Crosby and a band of nobodies. I liked what I saw from Eric Stokes last year. Very good starting corner for them. Jeremy Chin is still all right, and signing Quay Walker's cool. It maybe could bring you up to middle of the pack if you're lucky. Still, it probably leaves you at 7-10 with the offense still developing and getting its feet under itself. So 7-10, you win a lot more games than you did last year, but still only good enough for last place. In third place, I'm going to shock some people. It's the LA Chargers at 9-8.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, that's right. I don't believe in this LA Chargers team. I've been Justin Herbert's biggest fan for too long, and you know what? I've succumbed to it. I think he's a social media quarterback. I think he's the if. I think he's the if man. Still, it's not even a hot take. I think most people share this opinion. If Justin Herbert had this, if Justin Herbert had that, he'd be winning Super Bowls. Well, guess what? He has a lot of stuff at his disposal, and he still has not won. I don't think he's won a playoff. Yeah, he hasn't won a playoff game still. Yeah. And you've been in the league as long as Joe Burrow. I think you probably need to start doing something, man. Mm-hmm. And at this point, I don't think this is the year. The defense was supposed to be like top 5. It was okay, I guess. The injuries kind of got to it. That's because they're pretty darn old. I mean, Dalvin Tomlinson in the Big 26, Khalil Mack in the Big 26. Used to have Joey Bosa. Now he's gone. So you're relying on those two. Derwin James is still a dog. Your secondary has a lot of pieces in it. Denzel Perryman still is in the league. Wow. But their offensive line, as long as it stays healthy, will be better. They were so bad down the stretch last year that Justin Herbert forgot how to play football. Amarian Hampton also was very injury prone last year, so we haven't seen what they looked like with Amarian Hampton. Mm-hmm. I don't trust them to be coached correctly. Yes, I don't believe that heavily in Mike McDaniel. I'm kind of over his shtick at this point. Yeah. Like at this point, take the job seriously because you've lost your head coaching job. Uh-huh. Get back on your feet. It's time to lock in, man. Right. You have it looks like a pretty decent cast of characters to scheme around. So prove me wrong and get that done. I still think you have a winning record with the pieces you have, but I don't trust you to go any further than that. Mm-hmm. In terms of my second place team, I have changed my mind since the last video I made, a short on this YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure I'll just link it in the description for you guys. I have the Chiefs in second place, but only at 9-8. I still think this team is filled with old veterans, but I think they're still very much coached well. They have one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time leading the way. The running game should be back with Kenneth Walker. Rashee Rice, if he plays, will be good. And Xavier Worthy needs to lock in. Travis Kelce looks pretty good in camp. Yeah. This is probably going to be his last or second to last year. Defense is getting old, but still very much effective. So as long as they stay, I still believe they got Black Magic on their side. And, of course, they got Andy Reid on their side. So as long as they have all that, I still think they have a winning record. But they can very much fall to 7-10.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They don't have the depth to be talking about 10 or more wins. Not this squad, but I have a very obvious first place pick then. The Denver Broncos repeat as AFC West champions at 12-5. Bo Nix makes the right calls, makes the right decisions. If he stayed healthy, we might be talking about Super Bowl champion Bo Nix right now. But
all right.
I mean, legitimately speaking.
Okay.
They got to beat the Seahawks, and I think they already did that year. I might be wrong. Let me look this up while you talk about Super Bowl champion Bo Nix.
Yeah, Super Bowl champion Bo Nix. That's interesting. I mean, do I think he could play at least on the level that Drake May played in the Super Bowl? Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind he could do that.
They did not play in 2024. In 2025. Maybe they played in 2024. Yeah, they played in 2024.
I see. Okay.
Seahawks got that job done. I must be completely insane. But, yeah, at the same time, Bo Nix could have been a Super Bowl champion. Cortland Sutton's a great wide receiver. Jalen Waddle, great wide receiver. Maybe not both of them are necessarily alphas, but they're still very good receivers, and it makes it for a good receiver room. Troy Franklin, very good number 3, and Marvin Mims makes this offense way more explosive. Bo Nix bombs to him. And their offensive line is otherworldly. They're great. Evan Ingram is kind of disappointed. So I think their offense will not be like earth-shattering top 1 or 2, but it's going to be in the top 10. And their defense is the best in the league, point blank, period. Their secondary is great. They have a former Defensive Player of the Year, Pat Surtain, looking for his second. And their front 7 is still insane. Like, come on now. Mm-hmm. Like, Alex Singleton, Jonathan Cooper, Zach Allen, DJ Jones, Nick Bonito could have been in some Defensive Player of the Year conversations if it weren't for a certain being named Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
So I think this is the clear winner here, division winner at 12-5. And they could make some serious noise in the AFC this year. And with that being said, I turn it over to you, who called heads in the air.
All right. Well, I think we're mostly on the same page. We deviate in our predictions slightly, but I also have the Raiders going 7-10. I mean, this is a team that is very similar to the Titans, in my opinion, where they have like a lot of new pieces, a lot of exciting pieces, but it's just like you have to see how they fit together. You get improvements on the offensive line for a prospect like Ashton Genty. That is wonderful. That's exactly what they should have done. You're obviously getting more offensive firepower with Mendoza. We'll have to see how that fits with the new head coach. And just like, there's a lot of new changes. So I can't imagine that it'll all fit together right away. But I don't know. Like, this is the brightest the lights have looked in Vegas for a minute now. So Raiders fans have a lot to be excited about that. Yeah. And then coming up next, our records for this team aren't super different, but I think I have like a more optimistic outlook on them. I have the Chargers going 10-7 in third place. I think that Justin Herbert might not be asked to throw the ball like 50 times in a single game anymore, which could help the offense in general. I think that we haven't really seen Amari and Hampton like play a full season.
Well, even when he was playing, like, he wasn't really the workhorse.
Nah, but like he was another option for Herbert to throw to, and he kind of opened up that play action game that Jim Harbaugh like really likes to run. And their offensive line is still decent. I think that if you want to talk about playoffs, that's another scenario. I don't think this team is really going far in the playoffs if they make it. But regular season, I think this team on paper has enough talent to win 10 games, in my opinion. It's just we're gonna have to see if they can like close these like super close moments with these division rivals. And yeah, I could see them winning 10 games for sure. Coming up next, this is a massive bounce back year for the Kansas City Chiefs. I got them going 11-6.
Whoa!
I know. I think a lot of people are eager to say that the dynasty is dead and we don't need to worry about this team anymore. Unfortunately, I think that they're still a well-coached, well-oiled machine when Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes are both performing at the height of their abilities. And obviously you get decent run game with Kenneth Walker. Kind of takes the pressure off Mahomes a little bit. Rashee Rice, when he plays, looks like one of the best receivers in the league, honestly. Like seriously, when he plays, he's very explosive. And I think that it's fair to say that this is Mahomes' best receiving option since a guy like Tyreek Hill. And I think Kelsey can still block. He can still catch passes. He's still got a little bit of juice left. Obviously, I'm not sure if he's retiring this year or next year. I don't know like what his timeline is on that. But he still a very, very good tight end, of course. But yeah, honestly, I think there's a lot to. Mahomes is still like the gold standard of the NFL, in my opinion. I think that, I don't know, this team could win 11 games for sure. I don't know if they'll compete in the playoffs that much, but we'll have to see. The Chiefs are not dead yet. And in first place, I have to agree with you. I think the Denver Broncos are poised to continue this run that they're on and going 12-5. I think having a strong, deep defense is really good for not just winning regular season games, but getting far in the postseason, and the Broncos prove that. I think hopefully Mo Picks kind of irons out some like inconsistencies in this game, but I think that he can. I like to harp on him a little bit. But he's a decent quarterback. He's a good young quarterback. He's actually won playoff games, unlike Justin Herbert. So, I don't know. There's a lot to like about the Broncos. I think Cortland Sutton's getting up there in age, of course, but he's still a decent receiving option. Guys like Troy Franklin, good depth. And, yeah, we'll have to see how they kind of shake out. But I got the Broncos going 12-5.
Mo Picks is crazy. That is utterly absurd. He's never gone over 12 picks.
Yeah,
like,
I guess not.
That's not crazy. Like that's like a crazy amount of picks is 14 and above, I think. This is still
14 and above. Those are Geno Smith numbers right there, man.
Exactly.
Like,
14 and 19 picks is Gunslinger. Above that is Jameis Winston.
I would say like 12 picks and above is a lot, man. Like 12 picks in a season, you got to be throwing like over 30 touchdowns for sure to counterbalance that.
Well, he threw 29 in 2024 and 25 in 2025, but he had a postseason run where he was throwing a lot of touchdowns. So
yeah,
I'd say that evens it out in terms of his seasons. He almost threw 4,000 yards last year with 3,931.
Yeah,
so.
It was a good season. Yeah.
Mo Picks, I don't know if that's enough to call him Mo Picks, man. That's just utter slander.
It's just catchy. Honestly, yeah, like it is slander slightly, but I don't know.
Oh, man.
Might as well just say it.
Well, I guess the other thing we'll talk about is the Kansas City Chiefs somehow going 11-6. I thought my 9-8 Chiefs prediction was a little bit crazy in terms of win total because I think it's a wishful thinking to have them go over 9 wins, but I believe in that Chiefs black magic to get them to a winning record.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I would agree with you. It is like pure black magic that they would get over 10 wins, but like it's. That is what is going to that is what's going to happen. I'm telling you now. Like, people want the dynasty to be dead, and I understand. Like, I do too. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like not realistic that it would happen. As long as Mahomes is on the team, to be honest with you. People were saying the same thing about New England. They were waiting for New England to regress over and over again. And granted, there were some mediocre New England teams, like when Tom Brady was the quarterback. But it's like, I don't know, they still kind of hung around. And I think like the Chiefs are that kind of team.
But this offensive line is terrible. Their receivers are very thin, I'll say that. That's relying a lot on Rashee Rice being good.
Yeah.
Their defense,
but he is good. That's the thing. Like he when he plays, like he is one of the best receivers in the league, and there's not much debate about that. Like he doesn't play that much.
That's a stretch. For sure. I mean, name 10. Wait, can you name what? How is this worded? What receivers do you have worse than him? If you have them in the top 10, who's worse than Rashee Rice?
I'm taking him over Zay Flowers, to be honest with you.
Oh, that's Zay Flowers, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I have no idea how he got extended.
I'm taking him over Sutton. I'm taking him over. Well, give me a player, and I'll tell you, like, if he's better than them or not.
Okay. T. Higgins.
Yeah.
No, come on now.
Yes, when he plays.
Come on now.
Yes, slightly.
No,
but yes.
Man. Come on.
Do you think T. Higgins is top 10?
Close. He's the best receiver too, probably in this league.
Yes. Not better than Rashee Rice.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
All right, this is utter insanity. We're probably definitely circling back on that take next week. But moving on to this defense, they're definitely old. They traded away one of their best corners to the Rams. Nick Bolton. He's okay. Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's fine.
Yeah, but Chris Jones, you can't rely on him anymore. Like, this guy is... How old is Chris Jones at this point?
34?
Oh my God.
I think.
That is pretty old.
Yep.
Wow.
But defensive lineman age, though.
That's even worse, man.
Well, you can play on the defensive line like well into your 30s, in my opinion. Not to say that it's like not tough on your body and anything like that, but it's like a 34-year-old defensive lineman and a 34-year-old corner are not the same thing. I mean,
oh my gosh. Okay.
think about Ndamukong Suh. Like, think about how long he played.
Well, that's Ndamukong Suh.
Right. Chris Jones is on Ndamukong Suh's level. Like, he is like as good as him. So, I don't know.
Yeah, but you can't rely on all of them to have that type of longevity.
No, I guess not. I'm not saying that.
If that's the case, then Vita Vea, please come to the Packers.
Oh man, that'd be awesome. I love him.
If every great defensive tackle just earned a 5-year plus shelf life added on top than the average D tackle, man,
those boys are tough.
The trade market would be insane.
Yeah,
yeah. But I'm just seeing this now. Wait, let me look back here. Yeah, okay. So the secondary is not that deep.
Nope.
L'Jarius Sneed is okay. Got him back from the Titans.
He's startable.
Very much startable. Carl Loftus and Chris Jones are going to have to do a lot of work.
Yep.
Tranquill and Bolton have to do a lot of work.
Yeah.
Man, the secondary is bad.
Drew Tranquill can handle it. You know, he's one of those players that could like still take a step up. Honestly, he has another level.
Another thing you got to take into account as well is that Mahomes is probably going to be limited the first 5 weeks.
Yep.
He's not going to be running at all. And I think he made that a part of his game last year to the point where it's going to be hard to adjust and play without that.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We'll have to see. It's a lot to ask, obviously, but like it's that voodoo magic for the Chiefs. I believe in it.
Well, obviously, this has been a controversial division prediction segment. We want you guys to get involved too. Comment down below on the YouTube video if you're listening on air, live on the FM stream.
Please tell me I'm wrong, like for real. Like tell me I'm wrong and explain why, because I do love to hear that.
Yeah, if you're listening on the on-air FM stream, make sure to check out our YouTube channel, WSUM 917, to catch the video version of this podcast, the division prediction segment of it. We'll catch you next week, 10 a.m. Thursday on the Toss the Mic Sportscast.